Hi guys, so today we're in Harrisburg, PA. We're picking up something I found here online. I'm into doing some trike content once in a while, and I found a good deal on a 86 Honda 200X. They only made it's a 6-speed transmission on these. They only made them for 2 years, 86 and 87, but forget finding 87. So we just picked it up here, and we're gonna head home and start tearing this thing and see what we can do with it. I just got back. I washed off the rig, and I washed off this. It's in pretty good shape, believe it or not. All stickers are intact. I got one tank shroud, I gotta get the other one, and I need to get a headlight for it because that is absolutely hideous. So, yeah, it should be a good unit. On this channel, we're big into the three-wheelers. So this came up, and it was a deal on Marketplace I found. So the deal is, the lady bought it brand new, and the guy I bought it from, it was his mother's. And that's basically the lore there. It was, I guess, a one-owner unit, and they've had it since brand new. And then he was just, he was 30-some years old. He was moving on with life, and, new things were happening, so he was looking to get rid of it. So we're going to dig into this thing and see what's really here and what we're working with. So as you guys know, if you know anything about the old Hondas, this is the 86 and 87 were pretty much the same exact thing, just some cosmetic differences. In its current state, it does not run, it does not stop. I was told it did run, but the carburetor was dirty. And also, unfortunately, our tank's got some rust, but I didn't see any bleeding through it, so we're gonna try to save this. Another thing it's missing that really bummed me out was the headlight. You just cannot seem to find one whatsoever for a fair price that's not destroyed. So that's just gonna have to be something that comes later down the line or when a good deal comes up. But for now, we're gonna work on getting it running, getting it to stop, and then we're gonna go from there, I guess. Cosmetics. You see in this airbox is what I got with it as far as the OEM carburetor and whatever. I didn't even look, but wouldn't have any other odds and ends that came with it. And I have one fairing for the fuel tank as well. So we're gonna dive into this and see what we got with it also. Something cool I found in there was one of these gas tank grommets. And if you guys know anything about the old Hondas, the three-wheelers especially, they'll really start to nickel and dime you real fast when it comes down to, stupid little hardware stuff like these grommets and stuff like that you need to have to run the machine. So that's really awesome. As carburetor goes, this is the OEM carburetor, and I got a couple jets and stuff with it. So, these are a pretty valuable item too, but I did buy a Chinese carb repop. We're just gonna try that one for now, just to see if this thing can get running, and we'll work on this at a later date. Bought this, the guy said he took it apart about 5 years ago to clean the carb out, and he wanted to, I guess, reminisce on old times with riding it. And it's a shame because he said he only had one of these gas tank fairings to go with it. And there was only one grommet in the parts bin, but there is 4 screws, so he's still got it somewhere. He just couldn't find it, I guess. It also goes for the grommet for the rear of the fuel tank as well. Now, as far as repairing this fuel tank, I'm going to try some of the CRC Evapo-Rust. Now, we're going to see what it can do in here. And like I said, the tank seems pretty solid still. It's got no bleed spots through it anywhere. So we're going to fill this up. I got 3 gallons of this stuff. We're going to let that sit for 24 hours. But in the meantime, we're going to try to slap that new carb on and check for spark and see if we can get this thing going. Okay, so we got about almost 3 gallons of Evapo-Rust in this tank now. I got it as full as I can. And so far, no leaks. That could always change. If it's got a soft spot, it kind of eats at. So we're going to let this go, like I said, 24 hours, and we're going to hope for the best. Because let me tell you right now, you do not want to try to find or buy a tank for an 87 or 88, or sorry, 86 or 87 200X. They'll put you under real fast. Going with the new parts here, we got a new air filter. We got a new genuine OEM petcock for the tank, because the other one, the draw straw broken, it's all rusted. And I got a new, I guess it's aftermarket carburetor for it. And I only found one nut here for the carburetor, so we're gonna have to try to find one of these somewhere else, and then we'll get that bolted on, and then we'll try to get a bottle set up here and feed it that way. So we got our air box bolted back in correctly. We got our new carburetor on. Next thing I want to do, I want to check for spark now, so we're gonna check on that. Kill switch on. All right. Got our throttle linkage hooked up now.
saying, is this one bleeding out or no?
There you go. She's trying. It's a carbon. Guys, join us in the next episode. We're gonna start picking away at the brake system and get this thing ready to ride.